Linda, good.
Oh,
Here I am.
There you are, right there on the beach.
Is that Gannon and Benjamin's?
where are you? Oh, you're on the beach. Yeah, it looks great.
That is good.
Okay, everybody's coming on fast now. Jessica's coming in. 3 minutes to go.
Is Emil and Linda and Sheila.
Hey, Ned, can you hear me?
Yes, Emil, I can.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure. Yeah,
I
had
can hear you
something
too.
muted.
Judy, can you hear Emil?
I can always hear Emil.
That's funny.
Linda, those Wyeth and Hopper images were invaluable. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm glad.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I was struggling the other night. I was looking for those guys, but I never found any.
Yeah,
Where did
this
you
was
find
in
pictures?
This was it was a book from the Brandywine Museum. And it was a combination of Farnsworth, and they had a show that featured Hopper and Wyeth in Rockland. They both had a period of time teaching there, so this was a retrospective of that.
So those pictures came out of a book that you took?
Yeah, I bought a book down at the museum.
So Andrew Wyeth taught? Andrew Wyeth taught?
Can't hear.
Did he teach?
Yeah, Andrew Wyeth taught?
Sorry.
Oh.
Don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard you say they taught.
No, they both went to Rockland for a period of time. They're 10 years apart, but they both went up there and did pictures of the quarries and pictures of ships like we did here.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
That's easy.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's get. There's Joan.
Is it cold enough for everybody? Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been inside all day.
Crazy.
Wow. Crazy the last couple of days. Wow.
Yeah.
I think this is the coldest it's been in a while, right? I don't know if anybody else feels that way.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think it's been, at least in this neck of the woods in New York where I am, minus anything in a while. But,
Went down to minus?
Yeah, -8 degrees. Yeah, this morning. Yeah.
Cool. It's been
Where,
a few
where
years.
is it?
It's been
Where was it -8, Emil? Where?
Holmes, New York, Dutchess County. That's where I
Near
live.
Pauling.
Wow.
Yeah.
God.
Right near Pauling. 10 minutes away from Pauling, New York.
Anyone who is
okay.
anyone who lives there.
What'd you say?
Anyone who is anyone lives there.
Oh, in Pauling? Yeah, my town is a little hamlet of Pauling. This town and what is it? Poquay. That's right. Yeah.
And half of it is a lake.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Whaley Lake is pretty huge. Yeah. It's beautiful though. Yeah.
It was also -8 in Pennsylvania this morning.
Oh wow. That's amazing.
It's
frigid.
Where in Pennsylvania?
Lancaster County.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
I
have an
family
old
in the Palmyra area.
Yeah, my old AT&T boss lives, I think, in that county. Yeah. Yeah.
It's big.
Cool.
All right, we are. Well, I don't think we have everybody, but it's 5 o'clock, so I'll get started. If I see somebody trying to get in, here comes Sylvia.
And start the recording.
Okay, start the recording. Here we go. Boom.
You know, Doug is incoming.
Recording in progress.
All right, now I do the share thing. Ooh. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Oh, coming up.
It's coming up now.
Is it coming up now?
You have your Zoom window.
Okay, get out of this, right? Okay, and get out of that. get out of that. Well, I want to check one more thing. Nope. Joan's been sending me videos of her picture, and they don't load fast enough for me to, or they take too long to load. Okay, here. A boatyard and PowerPoint. And here we go.
You're just
Now,
technically
slideshow.
sharing, yeah. No.
What just happened? From the beginning? There we go. Good, 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 good. All right.
Right.
Okay, so I titled this one Boatyard with a Figure, though we could get more. Oh, okay. All right. So can you all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I didn't lose anything. Okay, good. Okay, so before we go, Susan had this barn painting from a couple weeks ago that she hadn't finished.
Thank
So
you,
I'm gonna throw
Lupe.
this up for everybody to enjoy.
Nice.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, yeah. I love the soft mountains too.
Nice, yeah.
Mhm. Very pretty.
Good, good, good. All right, we'll kind of move along here. Okay, so here's the scene we're all too familiar with. And as I referred to, Linda sent me some pictures of this one is a Wyeth,
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's
and this
something.
is a watercolor.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Yeah.
Look how close up he got. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
But pretty limited palette of color too.
Yeah, I think that's his MO.
Mm.
I was just gonna say that it wasn't that his thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
How many colors did you think he painted with, Ned?
Well, in this one, maybe two.
I mean, in general, what was his
Yeah,
palette?
I don't know. I mean, he's got some that are more colorful, but they're always pretty muted, earthy
Yeah.
colors.
Scary looking.
Does that have or do you know the title of that one?
Oh,
It's called the Sophia.
The
Sophia.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I kept the title when I received it, but I didn't put it in the screen.
Oh, wow, okay.
It
All right,
was,
no, this is the Sophia.
Oh, okay.
Then the other one was I've forgotten.
Yeah, I have the book here, Sophia.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
a lot of dry brush, I think, in the front of this one.
Mhm.
This one's called the Slip.
Oh,
This one's called the Slip. Okay, all
And the
right.
other was Sophia, yeah.
Okay, you're right. And I can't even tell if he's got a tone in the background of this. And Linda, is this a moon up here or?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
If you read the little piece about this, he put the washes in the background, then he dry brushed all the front areas. sort of,
Yes,
and-
yeah, that
Yeah.
looks like a lot of dry brush down here. Yep.
Mhm.
Whew, wow. Okay, and then Edward Hopper,
Uh-huh.
as Linda was saying, did this when he was up in Rockland, Maine.
Is that
Wow.
watercolor?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Mhm.
It is
You sure?
watercolor, yeah.
Yeah, he sure
Watercolor
throws
on
the pen.
paper.
Yeah, on what?
It says watercolor on paper, so yeah.
Well, when you see the strokes in here, it looks watercolory, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But boy, he sure gets the color in strong. Whew.
Yeah, very strong.
Mhm.
And look at the
Alright.
sun, look at the sun on that piece that's sticking up, by the sail.
The mast here. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really got a great reflection of the sun. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Okay, then Emil. Oh, this is Emil Groupie. I put Charles, that's the wrong one. Anyway, this is a Gloucester scene with a lot of clutter. This is
Wow.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I love that.
And then
Ooh.
T.M.
Wow.
Nicholas also painted Gloucester, and
Uh,
that harbor is just very busy.
Wow.
I think we did one of these last year too.
Yeah.
With a
Yeah,
big red
we did.
boat in.
Oh, with the boat? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Big red.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Big
yeah.
red, yeah, big red.
This one's even More stuff going on. Wow.
Yeah.
How interesting it would be to see all these in the drawings that they did of this, right? Like their thumbnails, it would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. T.M. Nicholas, again, he's known mostly as he's an oil painter, but I love his rugged scenes and the clutter of a boatyard.
The lobster cage is there, huh? Yeah.
And Sheila, did you ever take a workshop with Judy Wagner?
Yes, she was
Hmm.
great. Look at, I mean, she's so loose. I mean,
Yes.
unbelievable. And to see her lay out the composition, I mean, it's a terrific lesson.
You mean watching her draw it, you mean?
Well, she has a method of laying out her paper. She transposes her sketch onto her watercolor paper and divides it in sections, and then she draws very loosely and gets that brush out and paints like mad.
You can tell.
Look at
Yeah, look at those brush strokes. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at the warm and cool in here.
yeah.
And then this very stark white. Where did you take the workshop with her?
Down in Fernandina Beach, where she lived.
Okay.
Yeah, she passed away, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
She and Tony Van Haslett did classes together for years.
Yes.
Then they
Yeah.
sort of broke up and she did her own thing.
Yeah.
But look at that composition. She was really terrific at composition.
Yeah.
So
And
so
she
when she was drawing, do a lot of the like the boards and stuff on the upper right, or are those from her pencil drawing and then she adds the color, but it bleeds through, or does she add the paint to show off the?
No, those are paint strokes, Kirk. Those little lines up here.
Yeah, those are paint strokes. She really lays out very loosely, and she has this method of she has a like a notebook, and she makes compositions constantly. And when she thinks about doing a new picture, she goes through that and says, "Oh, I think I'll do this."
Oh.
And from a relatively, I would say no bigger than 8 by 10, she looks at that. She makes a 22 by 30.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, she does. Or she
So
did.
she's not standing there. You're not standing next to her with all these rowboats around. She's pulling this right out of her sketches.
She basically is. Well, but she did paint on location. She would go on location. We had location things too. She could do either or.
Well, a great painting here for sure. And then Tony Couch.
Yeah, that's another guy. Yeah,
and
that's a that's a vignette, right, Ned?
You got it.
Yeah.
You want to explain to everyone what a vignette is?
Yeah. Well, you got to touch the paper in 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, 3 different spaces, and each corner. See those white corners? They have to be an interesting shape.
Oh.
And that is, isn't it? Each corner, which is white, is a very interesting shape and describes the subject matter.
So you don't draw it, you actually block it in and you make it with the block in.
No.
No.
Okay,
I guess I don't understand.
No, you draw the image, the boat and maybe indication of the foliage and like that. You just don't paint all that area around the subject.
Yeah, you leave a lot to the imagination, like down here, like a road. You leave this untouched. Yeah.
Yeah. But you very purposely design those shapes.
Yep. And they all.
And Ned, what is Ed Whitney's definition of a good shape? Do you know?
It has irregular edges, different dimensions in each direction, things like that.
Sort of like that. His definition was, like two different dimensions, oblique and interlocking.
Yep. These are tough to do. I used to try doing vignettes. I never could. I would end up filling it all in.
Well, that's that's why I have to be so hesitant, because you've got to think, well, stop painting. Ed Whitney used to come around and he'd actually pick up your hand and say, "Stop painting."
All right, and when you look under here, that we were dealing with that a little bit with the hole around the rudder, but anyway, good painters here. Thank you, Sheila. Okay, so here we are again with our fella. Now this was tricky. There were, in general, some people put the guy in there and some people left him out. That's okay. Some people thought this was one of the toughest things they've ever done, and yet did one of their best paintings. So sometimes when you're really pushed, you can really come up with something pretty good. So it was kind of interesting where things fell. All right. Okay, we'll start with Jeanette.
A lucky day.
That is great.
Yeah, you can have dinner early today.
I love the trees.
Yeah, like this lovely deep blue in here too.
Soft colors, so pretty.
The boat is so good.
Beautiful colors.
I like the way she uses the water color in a very loose, watery feel to it, and it's not overworked like mine.
I was gonna say like mine.
Good, good for you, Jeanette.
Thank you.
And nice little touches up here in the roof.
The roof is great.
So pleasing.
And all these rigging things, all these cradles, all work out,
Yeah, I was worried because it all had to be like blocked in. I was like, how is it going to flow like the last two paintings?
Yeah. No.
Nice.
It's hard when you're painting a section here and a section here and a section here, try to keep the colors the same.
Right.
And flowing, like color, you just sort of want that one brushstroke, right? Like, that was a challenge. You gave us a challenge, that's for sure.
Well, good for you. Good for you.
Nice.
All right. And Jessica.
Wow.
Yeah.
This has a very different feel too, doesn't it? Very.
Yeah.
Right.
I love all the colors that you used on the, from the beach all the way up to the roof of the big shed. Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I like the complementary palette. It's mostly like shades of purple and yellow, and that works really well.
Yeah, the wood is nice. It's got a little bit of like a lavender hint to it, which like picked up from that boat. I like that.
Yeah, it really works so well.
Yeah.
So
Scaffolding is great. The scaffolding.
Yeah,
it really stands out.
It
looks real.
Jessica, are you with us tonight? I can't.
I'm here.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
know
good.
if anybody else felt this way. I feel like I sketched this 10 times.
Oh yeah.
And my thumbnail felt great. I felt great about my thumbnail, and I was like, okay, great. I can like scale this up. And then I was like flummoxed, like it really was like the ladders in the foreground were flummoxing, and the house in the background, I hate that. I hate that house. I hate it in here. I hated it in the image. And when you showed the photo or the vignette, I'm like, oh, I should have done that.
Right. Just leave it out.
To me, the house is like so like distracting. It's just totally distracting.
That could be. Yeah. It's got a lot of little pieces to it, and it's like confetti.
And I also feel like I struggled so much with the proportions and the scale between that barn and that secondary house. And I felt like every time I turned around, I was like, well, that's not right. And then this isn't right. And then, it was just like,
Well, don't knock yourself out. You did a nice drawing of the boat. I think boats are tough because they don't really have a lot of straight lines. You've got a nice arc here. This one is almost straight, but not quite. So that works out really well.
Yes. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And
And I think you
defining
did a
the
nice
back
job.
of the boat, I find, to get the three-dimensional feel, and you
Yeah.
did that really well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a nice job with these ladders all
Yeah.
cluttered up next to each other.
Yeah, that's very
That
good.
was tricky.
That
Oh,
was
good job, Jessica.
Hard.
All that racing and redrawing was worth it. All right, Gina. Oh, I know. Oh, Jessica had this. She wanted to show us. It was one. Tell us about this one.
This is just it's a 6x6 image I did for a local event. And it just is interesting, like how you really have to simplify shapes down when you're working that small. But I love this. It was a boat shoving off from Menemsha Harbor, and again, you know, just like I find boats to be extremely difficult because the lines, there's like always a subtle curve in the line, and it's really unforgiving. Like if you mess it up, it's just so glaring and it looks so terrible.
Yeah.
So it's just really, it's just a challenge always.
So do you have a vineyard connection? You said this is Menemsha.
It is Menemsha, yeah.
Do you have a connection with the vineyard?
Yeah, I'm from the vineyard. Yeah, that's where I took your course this summer out on the vineyard.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I keep wondering if the guy made it onto the boat.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I just noticed. Yeah.
And it was like unbelievable to watch him because it's not a small vessel, and it was a solo, you know, he didn't have any crew.
Oh.
Lord.
Oh, my heavens.
Yeah.
How could you go without him?
Wow.
Wow. Good. Thanks for sharing, Jessica. Okay, Gina.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Very nice.
Nice
I
job.
painted right over my guy on accident.
By accident.
I was gonna put a dog in there, and I thought it's just gonna look like a black blob in the middle of it.
Oh.
So-
Colors are subtle. I like the
All
colors.
the proportions look great.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
just didn't think I don't think I understood what the boat really looked like. I couldn't figure that out. The end with the rudder or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
whatever. I just made a boat.
It looks
You did a nice job with these lines, though. I didn't see the way they tie in together in that Y shape. But how'd you get the lines so thin?
Oh well, I used a pen.
Use a pen. Good for you. Great.
The first line, the big thick line, that I tried to brush. I was like, that's too loud.
Oh yeah, no, good for you. Yeah.
I used a ruler too.
All right. Good.
The tree, I
You
love
managed
the
to keep
trees.
this house from
The
jumping
effect-
out too much. It came out pretty well.
Yeah,
Good.
perspective works on it. Wow.
Yeah. All right. Good job, Gina. Okay, let's move on. Emil. So we have Emil.
Oh.
So the one on the left is
One and the two.
Your boat is great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks real.
Your boat is great.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice shadow back here.
I
Yeah.
saw it earlier on Instagram.
You know, you showed both of them, which is nice. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I toyed with the idea of just leaving the roof, you know, the lines on the roof to show it's a tin roof. I was leaving it out, and then Ned's like, I think you need to put it in. Then I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, I think he's right. So I think it adds something to it. And I felt that roof line was like an old crickety one because it wasn't very straight.
Yeah.
I wanted to play into those lines that way. Just show it's crickety. So anyway.
That looks good. Yeah.
Thanks.
And nice job with the guy. Again, what is this?
Yeah.
Very thin
Yeah.
line. What'd you do that down there?
I used good old Chinese. I actually scrubbed out the line because I went over the line originally, and I'm like, damn it. So when everything dried, I had to take my brush, very hard brush, and scrub in the line just enough for me to see it. And then I said, okay, let me try Chinese white in that area, and then it worked. So yeah, so
That came out good.
And the light behind the boat adds
depth to the painting, you know.
Right here.
You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
It does.
Yeah, Janet, good point.
Yeah, I thought it needed some light because it was to me it was looking a little dark, so I made that actually lighter. So
It really helps.
oh, thank you.
A nice
I
watery
like the way
sand.
your house that's in the background, you made it very light and not a lot of contrast. Where I keep looking at my painting and wanting to wet that house and like blot it out,
Yeah.
push it back more because
Yeah.
I kind of like my painting, but the that house is just too much in the foreground. So
Yeah.
I think I might do what you did and try to pull some of the color out of it so it's lighter, it's more in the distance.
Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
Amo, is this with a brush or with a pen, the lines?
The lines are with my brush, my very thin my rigger brush.
Yeah,
Wow.
good.
Wow. That looks so realistic, Emil. It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
The
You know,
sand is the way you constructed the sand is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
you
like
know, that
it's
was
more
the toughest-
interesting looking at your sand than actual sand.
That was the toughest thing for me to paint in this painting, believe it or not, besides cutting around everything, cutting on the negative painting. But the foreground drove me crazy. I must have done that about maybe 3 times. Yeah.
Wow.
Strange how certain things bug you, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thanks for showing both, Ned.
Nice job, Abel. Yep.
Thank you.
Joanne.
Oh, wow. Look at the beautiful color in the boat. Oh,
Yeah.
Joanne.
Not
Nice
afraid to
and
put the
long.
figure in and all the rest of this
Good and loose.
cradling.
Thank you. I only did this is what I completed during our class time, and I worked on it no more. That was it.
Okay. Well, I don't know what else you would have done,
Yeah, I know. Well, I left out the on purpose, the ladders on the left.
The ladders. Okay, that's fine.
I just thought it'd just be too much because I'm new to this, that would just be
Yeah.
putting the edge.
Yeah.
And usually I can't even finish the painting with you. Like but this time I made myself go quicker and
Okay, good.
fine.
Not everybody finishes right at noon when I finish. I think there's a lot of big sections to
Not
finish
at
on
all.
your own.
Yeah.
Well, good. And Joan, did you do a value sketch first, and did that work out to when you translated it?
Yes, I did a value sketch.
Good. All right, good, nice. Ellen.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. Wow.
Well, I decided to put in other brothers, and I don't do people. I always put in the other brothers, and then I name other things after my dog.
I love
You have a dog named Thomas?
Oh,
Yes, I have a dog named Thomas. He's 15 and a half years old, and he's pretty sick. And so I always name, last year we did a railway, and I had an other brothers and a Thomaston station.
Okay.
So this year I have this, and I don't put people in because they're too hard for me. So
That's fantastic with the naming of everything. That's really beautiful.
Good.
Pretty
so
cool.
I just
pretty colors too.
Oh, I like the soft.
Yeah, soft.
Yeah, you always
I
very
like the
soft
soft.
technique.
I love that.
Very nice.
Yeah, nice, beautiful sky, Ellen. Oof.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice lettering.
How did you find those little windows in the barn? Those little,
Up here?
yeah, everything looked
yeah,
black.
I started them as light, and then over time I just put washes over them to make them darker.
Were they actually?
They're in their picture. It's in the picture.
Yeah, I think they're in there too.
Yeah. And I needed windows and stuff because I needed more things going on when I took away the person.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the lines with a brush?
No, it's no paint there.
Oh, wow, you left
I mean,
that
I
out.
guess I could have made it dark, but I ran out, I'm trying to take things not so, I don't know, I'm trying to be less, I tried, although afterwards I took a pencil and did, when I drew it in, I drew it with no, ruler.
Unbelievable. Wow.
And and then afterwards over, some of it was so uneven that I had to take my pencil and put a ruler on some of it, but I'm trying no rulers to
So
the extent I can.
you painted on both sides of this line here
Yes.
and
Oh,
down
wow.
here?
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's incredible.
Wow.
I have, like all these little square brushes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ay, ay, ay.
That was,
Ay, ay, ay,
that is
right.
definitely, ay.
How
That's
is
too
how's
much
your
for this.
eyesight?
That.
I had cataract surgery last year, so now I can see.
Wow, you're putting your eyes to the test. That's great. Good stuff. All right, Ellen, thank you very much.
I have a quick question. Someone
Yes.
asked me when I was talking about the painting to them, someone who doesn't take painting class, they said, couldn't you have taped out the areas that you didn't want, where you wanted the white to stay? And I said, oh, maybe that's yet another technique that we haven't done. So I was just,
Yes, you can tape them out. You've got to use a tape that doesn't tear the paper when you pull it off.
Right.
But yeah, yes, you can do that. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you could use masking, the masking
Yeah.
fluid, you know.
Masking fluid, yeah. It's like
that's-
rubber cement. It does.
Yeah. No, that's
Thank
yeah,
you.
there's lots of ways to do it. All right, Karen, good job.
Oh, yeah, Karen.
Yeah, that's
Good
pretty
to do.
very
And this guy sitting there with his legs crossed and
And he has shoes on.
Love it.
good for you.
Nice, Karen.
What's neat is some people painted the guy working on the boat as if he was painting, and others, like it is in the picture, show he's pulling the masking tape off the boat.
Oh, I thought he
So
was
it's like
measuring.
before.
I thought he was measuring.
I thought he was
Well, it could be
measuring.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he was measuring too.
No, he's bottom painting. He's either top painting or bottom painting the boat, and he needed to put masking tape just like we do, so that the colors didn't run into each other.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
We have a boat, so I know that this is how.
You're right.
Nice.
Right. Well,
Oh, okay.
that's nice.
I have
That's
to
good.
just go back and I want to work on the shadowing under the boat better. But I didn't want it to take away from the scaffolding he's sitting on.
Right.
And then the mast, I have to differentiate the mast from the scaffolding,
Uh-huh.
Right.
the color.
Yeah, you could add a little bit more color to the mask, but I wouldn't mess with underneath here because if you got that dark, you'd lose that
Right.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would lose the board. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, you don't want to do
The way,
that.
I think
No
the way you
reason to.
have it is perfect, Karen, you know,
Very
for
nice,
the way
Karen.
you designed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but
All
yours
right.
was beautiful, Emily. Your shadowing under the boat was fabulous. It was so good.
All right, let's.
All right, thank you.
Yep, Donna's got
Got
this
it.
one.
Wow,
Wonderful.
The
Wow.
colors and
Wonderful.
Wonderful
Oh, this
contrast.
was
Beautiful, Donna, beautiful.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is really strong.
Yeah, you have some really great, what is it? Primary colors, but muted, you know, that's what I love about this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's a great color red.
Yeah, and the roof.
It's,
Okay, sorry.
I tried to warm the red up a little bit with some like true red and not like an alizarin crimson, because
Yeah.
it was too gray.
Right. Wow,
But
yeah,
I
that's great.
enjoyed the scaffolding, and I like doing little details, so this was right up my alley.
Wow.
Wow.
I love the sky.
And I love doing the little guy. I love doing the figure.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
You
he's
nailed
good.
it.
You nailed him. He's great.
Yeah.
And especially love the way you have what he's sitting on is weighted. You can
Yeah.
feel.
Oh yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
Bloody.
Yeah.
That's
It's
amazing.
That's beautifully done. And I also enjoyed the figure too. I really had a ball drawing it. I love doing that.
So Don, I'll go down to New York City and take a construction scene of somebody putting together a skyscraper. We'll cranes and all the rest of that stuff. Wow.
All right.
I like the red, the way she has it in the little boat on the right-hand side.
Yeah, adding that in is
The way she
interesting.
moves that red around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
And
great.
different red over here next to him, and then a very darker red
Yeah.
near the hull, near the bow of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Good job.
You see what I mean about the background house? To me, the windows are too dark, like, and the trees are too dark. Like I want to lighten all that up to push it back a little bit.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, Donna,
I don't want to mess up the painting.
Donna, can I ask you a question about your lines? Your lines. When I got to the lines, I was like, well, wait a minute now. How am I going to make them look white like rope? And I just didn't. I just used my pencil just to draw them in with a pencil, but you got them white.
Yeah, I used a white pen, a paint pen. It has white ink.
Pen.
Yeah, it's
like this rope and all this.
It's made by Kuretake, Kuretake. So I have white ink in a little jar that you can paint on, and it dries very fast, and then you can paint color on top of it. And then I have 3 pens of different widths. And I didn't use a ruler because I thought that would just not fit with what I tried to be loose everywhere else. But that would have worked too. But I just can't do without white. I can't do without.
No, right.
Are
you saying you dip it into a jar rather than it coming out of the pen itself?
Oh, there's 2 separate things. There's a little jar that you can use the white like it's paint and paint with a paintbrush. And I also have ink pens made by the same company. And that's how I do the white line.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, that really adds
we need to take a field trip to an art store together and place
that would be good. Yeah.
Well, any art store has white ink pens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
So like Flex.
they're really helpful, and they're more opaque than gouache on a watercolor painting.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's something to that. Yeah.
I like it.
Maybe make a comment about windows because it's come up a couple of times. You don't have to always fill in the entire window with paint. You could leave, just paint a little bit, leave a couple little splotches of white in there, and it ends up looking like light hitting the window rather than trying to fill in the entire rectangle or square. The windows are so small here; it's hard to fuss around too much with them. Sometimes I try to put 2 colors into the dark, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But know that you don't have to fill in the entire window when you do these. Anyway, that's come up a couple of times, and not just Donna yours, but it's come up before. So I thought I'd throw that.
Donna, I also love your signature. I love your scripted signature. I love that. A good scripted signature.
These things are getting sold off eBay faster than you guys can paint them. All right.
I really like the barn.
Yes.
Thank you.
A nice angle to that too.
It's beautiful. It's just like it's the perfect balance in the composition.
Yeah.
I like,
it kind of looks like
the diagonal, the exaggerated diagonal. Really is good.
And
it kind of looks like the boat is facing in the same direction. The barn and the boat seem like they're going off to sea together.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Kathleen. Wow.
Nice.
This boat really fills the page nicely.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm having a little trouble with my camera on my my new laptop. So you can't see me, but that's okay. You can hear me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Nice.
People did great with this.
Yeah.
Looking good.
A little sloppy, but
No,
No,
the
good.
scaffolding, look at how well you did that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this works out really, really well here.
Mhm.
And even this against the gray against the gray.
Yeah, you did a nice job on the side of that barn on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, thanks. Yeah, I had to correct my scaffolding there. The one right above the man. I
This
had
one?
actually ended it at the roof line, and I had already colored in the dark side of the barn, so I had to. Luckily, I scratched it out or washed it out, and
Yeah,
took it down to the top of the boat.
Good. Yep.
It was like one of those, puzzle when you say what's wrong with this picture kind of thing.
Yeah.
In the highlights. Yeah. So anyway,
I like the way you handled the sand. It's
Yeah.
nice and
Yeah.
in the sun.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I had actually tried to put in that other ladder there that was kind of in the same direction as the hanging ladder there. And it just looked really bad. And so I just kind of tried to scrub it out and just go over it with some more sand color.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're good. Good. All right, Kathleen. Nice job. Good to have you back with us too.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Coral.
It's cool.
I miss my calling as a cartoonist, apparently.
I like the texture.
All my stuff comes out cartoonish.
I like your story about the
I had fun
dog.
with it, to be honest with you. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Good.
The colors are nice.
It's about to storm, so my man was, he was gone, packed up for the day, so he's not there.
He left.
Good.
Good.
I'm learning.
Yeah. And there's a lot of negative painting in this. That's hard to do.
I like Gina's idea of using a pen, and I didn't even think about it because those lines for the mast really were really hard for me. So, but I had fun, and every week I'm learning something new, and I'm trying something new, and I think that's what it's about. As long as you have fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coral, you'll look back a year from now and say, "Wow, I can't believe how far I've come." Guaranteed.
Exactly.
I guarantee you're going to say that.
Right. The other thing is, cognition-wise, you're doing more for yourself than anyone with more experience, because it's all brand new for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's real brand new, which is
Yeah.
great.
Good point, Bill. Yep. Great.
Like
All right. Let's see. Kathy.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah.
Nice bright summer
Nice
day
and
here.
clean.
The guy's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really defined.
That's
really
really
good.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks young and strong, doesn't he?
Yeah, I was gonna say. God.
You're right.
Very good. Very nice.
Oh,
We
look,
even have the
Kathy,
purple.
look at Kathy. Kathy put the color of the paint in the pail.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, it's in the
Man,
it's in the pail.
That was good.
Good thinking.
I like the trees in the background. I
Yeah,
like
all the angles work.
They are nice.
It's really
Green
good.
and
Yeah.
red and the,
Good.
She did a nice roof. I like her lines.
Great
It's much
design.
better than mine.
Yeah, I like the light color of the roof too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Kathy, I'd make one suggestion. When I was putting this on the screen, this block just seems awfully bright, so close to this guy, which is your focal point. And I think if you just took this down a little, don't make it dark like up here, but I think if you just darken it a little bit, it would make this guy more prominent.
Yeah.
I
Kathy
wouldn't
had
do- I
a
wouldn't do
lead for a
with
meeting.
all the struts, but maybe just that block there, just take it down a little bit.
That's what I found myself doing, Ned, because when I looked at mine, I was like, well, that's kind of bright and it's like a focal point.
Right.
And I took it down, mine down a little. Yeah.
Yeah. No, good painting, nice lines up in here, good rigging. This looks like it was sort of scratched out down here. That's great.
I like the way the ladder is really defined all the way on the right. It wasn't as
Oh, this
defined
one.
in the picture,
Yeah.
but it makes
Oh, that's
sense
nice,
the
yeah.
way Kathy drew it. It shows how it's holding up, holding the guy up, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point with that, yeah.
Good, Kathy. All right. Anne Marie coming up. Here we are.
Nice.
There's
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that color on the side of the barn.
I like the ladder.
And your eyes are drawn to the painter.
I like the blue line on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
great.
actually pretty cool.
Nice touch.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice accent there.
Everything looks great.
Good. And then all these little supports on the ladder, little triangle things, slightly different color, kind of nice.
Yeah.
Look at the total blackout on that back wall of the barn. It really makes everything stand out.
Mm.
Yeah, it sure does, yeah.
Very nice.
Good.
Thank you.
And the white lions are very effective.
Yeah, the white ropes are actually very nice.
They're very effective.
Yeah.
Well, I resorted to masking fluid before I put any paint on the paper. Once I
Okay.
put it in.
Well, it works. It's good.
Yeah, it's very effective. Yep.
Yeah, very effective.
Good job.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah. This you take it down to the boatyard next summer and show it off. See if somebody find the painter. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, Kirk.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Color tone.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Well, your
Beautiful.
sand looks real, Kirk.
Yeah.
I did a lot of the use the toothbrush to do the flicking.
Oh, okay.
That's
Good.
great. Great texture, and I love all the complementary lavender,
nice.
blue colors you used on everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful.
what's interesting is that in my painting, the boat's a lot more purpley than there's more definition between the building and the boat. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Just how it translates when you take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this works. This works the way you did it. Yeah.
Yeah. Your sky is very interesting. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's very honestly, I was drawn to the sky. It's pretty.
Definitely. And the roof on the house in the back with the little stippling all over it.
Yeah, you know what happened? I showed my wife the painting. She's like, "Well, you've got this stripe of purple, stripe of blue, stripe of green, a bland roof on the other house." And it's like, well, let me texturize the roofs a little bit to kind of break it up.
Mm.
It worked.
It works.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Yeah, nice job. You guys all did a great job with this scaffolding stuff for the cradles.
Yeah,
or
keeping
whatever.
those the ones coming up through the parallel. You gotta which one is behind and which
Cross
one's
the other
in
Yeah,
front.
Yes, exactly.
You gotta keep all that straight. It's like a lot of work.
Right, you do.
But yeah, I enjoyed this one.
Good for you. Good for you.
I like this more than trees.
Right. You like the sharp edges.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So Lee is not with us tonight. She's not feeling well, but she sent this in earlier.
Wow.
Now she
what an
recreated the last one, didn't she? Also,
Yeah, she
I
always
like how she.
Yeah, she invents this environment.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Charming.
The waves. I wonder what she used for the white in the waves.
Ah,
So cool.
Yeah, it could have been that gouache that you guys have been using. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is so interesting.
Yeah, and on the side of the
Really
building.
good. Really good man.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
Good figure, yes.
Yeah,
It's
she makes
definitely
more of a
painting.
story of it because you've got the man, but then you've got maybe the house that he lives in or his neighbors or that's the whole
She's a good
place.
illustrator.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very creative. Yeah.
For sure. All right.
And you even have a tour ship in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
All right.
The trees in the background are really good.
Nice.
Okay, Linda.
Yep.
Well, my sky just went kaput. I'm painting that yellow roof and I went right into the sky. I have it all, marked out and stuff, but I just got carried away. So I had to do something with it. So I kind of cropped it out, but
Oh, I see. Okay.
but it was a fun painting. It really was.
Good. Good.
And for my rigging, my defense is that the wind was blowing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that works. This guy's really stretching to his limit to reach way up. Oh, that's good. That's great. Good,
It's everybody has created their own storyline for what's going on. You realize that.
Right.
Completely different.
No, good. Okay, Linda, nice job.
Thank you.
And this is our Linda from Poughkeepsie. No, this came out well.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Nice.
The roof real good.
Good.
Again, a really good band.
I like the lavender reddish
quite sure how to
bottom
look
of the
at
boat. I love that. Yeah.
Yep.
Exciting sky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sky and the roof, the green roof.
Yes.
Yeah. And you did
I
a
think
great
this-
job on that house in the background.
What'd you say?
The house in the background, you actually, a nice white window,
Yeah.
Yeah, a little masking fluid there.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Very
There you
nice.
go.
Yeah.
Mine was like,
No, these sit back nicely back here.
yeah,
They do. Yeah, they don't interfere.
sand is good. Very good.
And I also like the way you put the foliage that's in front of that building and you carried it between the hole in the, where the boat is. I can see it push through there, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that hole was hard to figure out what to do with.
Yeah, what was going on?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think from the ones I've seen today, I want to simplify my ladder. I had a lot of trouble with that. I see there would have been other ways to try that.
Yeah, with when you have the two overlapping ladders, can you imagine if I took a picture of two bicycles overlapping each other?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do more editing for myself. One ladder.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And Sheila offers this one with a lovely mottled
Yeah, I love the looseness of this one.
pretty orange back here.
Well, I put as a color. I left out some things, as you see. I was afraid if I put in that ladder, it would lead out of the picture instead of into the picture.
Sure.
That's sort of a, it's unwritten rule, right? Don't have things going out of the picture.
Okay.
Lead you in, right, Ned?
Right. Yeah.
Good point.
Oh, now we find out.
Yeah. You told us before.
Yeah, you got to watch that, right? You
Yeah,
got to
how
watch
many
that.
other things have I been painting that I shouldn't have?
Yeah.
Oh, Bill, you look so on site there, I tell you, with that picture behind you.
I know, really. I like the shadows. Of
Yes.
the,
Again, they're leading into the picture.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the roof.
Good.
And the roof was sort of a mistake, but I couldn't change it. I don't know. Somehow the color got away from me, so it
Very
ended up a little dark.
It's pleasing though.
Okay, well,
yeah. This looks like a little garden shed near Rosalie's house here.
Right. Yes, that's right. Looks like that. Yeah.
Very nice. Good.
Thanks.
Nice and watery
Thanks.
sky too. Really nice.
Thanks.
Good. Okay. Sylvia.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful,
nice.
Sylvia.
look at that man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
That's fantastic.
Yeah, he's really
I found, I have to be honest, that I kept going over it and over it and over it. And I like that watery look, but I'm also like a perfectionist, so I have to fix it. And I like the looseness that you are all showing and how you deal with the paint. So I have a couple of questions. What I found, well, what I was noticing, Ned, is you would use a brush and you would go at the top of the page and you come all the way down with the same brush and the same amount of color. And I would run out of paint and I'd have to go back in and so figuring out which brush to use, and I found some don't work and some do.
Sure. And, and the amount of water you have in the brush, if you put too much, it's a watery mess. And you just got to get used to it, I think.
But then the paper, because I used arches and that seems to absorb a lot, take a lot. Whereas, and I was curious about what kind of paper you usually use.
I usually use Fabriano, but I used arches on that one. It just happened to be one I had, and I did find it absorbed the color faster than I was used to.
Yeah. Yeah. So but it was a hard picture for me because I know nothing about boats and I didn't know what was the scaffolding was hard and the boat I screwed up the top of the boat, but anyway.
No, you can't. You did fine. Yeah, and you got the double ladder thing works out pretty well, and
yeah,
I think the whole competition or composition looks great.
Yeah,
look at the depth. Look at the depth she achieved underneath the plank he's sitting on.
Yeah.
That's great.
I pulled that out and repainted it.
Okay,
that's great.
No, but you got that depth, yeah.
And the shadows.
Nice job, Sylvia.
Thank you.
All right. Bill was the only one in the gallery with me that day because of the weather.
How was that possible?
Got this one done.
Look at those clouds.
Oh, that's as far as I got it. And then like this afternoon, I spent getting the colors to match up to get rid of all the white. And then I'll keep going to flesh it out.
Okay.
That's as far as I've taken this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job.
It doesn't look as horrible here.
Yeah.
I like the figure, Bill. You actually put some nice definition into the figure, and you have looks like you have a different type of hat on his head, but it's really cool.
Actually, he's not done yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
He certainly looks a lot better here on this screen than earlier when I was trying to salvage him. But I did a lot of I've been doing a lot of lifting. Where you like lift the paint off.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm beginning to like get stuff to meet, get the colors to meet. And like I forget who else was having the same situation with putting the color into the brush. You end up the blue wall that makes up the boat shed starts blue on the right and just keeps becoming black and black every time there's a different negative section to paint.
And you keep mixing it, yeah.
Right. But in the house, it's nice seeing what everyone else did with the houses in the background. So I have ways of salvaging it.
I think the house is fine. Yeah.
I think some of the comments where there's less precision to those back houses.
Yeah.
They move to the background and you focus on the foreground.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but I also like the whole idea of making a puddle and then adding pigment to it. Just to kind of give it that blurry, foggy thing, the houses in the background, if they drive me too crazy. But I think I can salvage them.
Bill also offered some AI sketches that the...
Oh, okay. So now we're off to the fun part.
Wow, that's very interesting.
It took. I put Ned's. I usually take the first 30 seconds of Ned's drawing video, and kind of use that as my prompt. And at one point I was like, boat in front of boat shed, whatever. And I figured I was going to have the guy. My guy is scraping barnacles, or at least that's what I put into the AI. And the AI had no clue what I was talking about with the barnacles. So they just stuck a guy there. But the house and the shed, the boat shed and the boat,
all in one.
All in one.
Runs into each other.
So it's like this, and this is very common with working with AI. If you do like a whole bunch of them, one of them's going to turn into a real mutant, and that's what this one is. So I was like, of course I have to pursue this. So I did a value sketch, and the value sketch is where you really figure out and you really start to see how the thing is constructed.
Yeah.
So then I went on to this. Today I just opted to work on cleaning up the other one and bringing this into shape. And you have the thing, right? The drawing I did.
This one?
No, the drawing. Didn't I send you the drawing that I've made?
Yeah, it's
I
there.
did, but I didn't put that one in. I saw it was still similar to this one. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. So you see the value sketch. Just assume that I've made a drawing that I'm now going to paint. Okay. And then go on to the next one. What's the next that's up? Okay, color. I ran into an article when I was uploading Ned's video. There was like on his YouTube page, like someone talking about color. You know how we do color, doing color thingies, samples.
Yeah.
Or color studies, and I put the link to it on here, but I watched his, and it was like the AI had generated this along with other sorts of different things, and it's like I like this real washiness.
Yeah, that was a beautiful.
So
this is AI also.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
look at this wall over here. Washy.
It's so good.
Love that.
Yeah. So it's like that's what I want to do. Or that's the way I want to approach the drawing that I did.
Yeah.
But Ned didn't put the drawing there, so.
Sorry.
It looks like that.
That's the way. Yeah, it'll be that way, but it'll be that boat, and house and barn combined, kind of thing. That mutant barn boat sort of thing.
These are very interesting. Like. This is beautiful too.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you see, like the bottom left is that it's like a puddle of ultramarine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's where my brain is going to go with my sketch.
Well,
this is very pretty down here.
Right.
Wow.
Wet on wet. So
yeah.
Bill, I have to say something. You know what the difference between AI and humans is?
I'm finding out all the time.
Well, here's the difference. The humans are the ones that can tell the story.
Yes.
Like you just did.
Unless I tell it to tell the story or whatever, but it's still.
No, it'll tell you a story.
No, you're telling us a story about what you thought and what you saw, and humans can tell the stories.
Right. And the AI stuff that we all understand with context, it doesn't understand. Case in point, that smaller boat, the second boat, the boat in the middle between the front boat and the boat on the right hand side, that one.
On the right, far right.
Okay. Yeah, it's not right. It's got problems.
Yeah, you're right. Another mutant.
So what else do I have?
So
that's it.
So I was going to ask, can you have, the AI generate a more watercolorish look to this? Because this is so precise. The lines and the textures all look very specific, very well defined.
I was simply floating through to try to make a pencil sketch of a guy scraping barnacles off of his boat that's in front of a boat shed. That's what I was trying to do, and in a lot of cases, this is what it was giving me.
Okay.
Telling it to do black and white without color is oftentimes. Oh, I know what this was. I wanted to know how the AI would render this, how it would render the mutant house connected to the boat, that I did the
Yeah,
sketches for.
Yep.
And what kind of colors would go where, and this is what it came up with as like a color study for me. Just because I was having trouble figuring out what would the water look like, and this is not typical Ned painting water.
Mm-hmm.
This is different water. This is something different. It's not just taking blue and putting it there.
No, but this is I guess if this were printed on watercolor paper, framed and put on a wall, and I looked at it and bought it and then found out later it's AI, I'd be pissed. But I have to say, I think it's very attractive.
Yeah.
Right. But now I'm going to take it. I'm taking the AI that generated this look for me, and I'm going to try to emulate it. Just the same way as it gave me this mutant boat connected to a boat shed. It's like, I have to draw that.
All right.
And now it's like, I love these colors. I have to do this. All right. Take a crack at it anyway.
Thank you for your offerings. Okay. We've got about 4 more to go. Susan, Sharon, Hayden, Barbara's away, and Judy. So we'll finish up here with this is Susan.
Minimalist, I like it.
Susan Lally, yeah. She's got all the elements in there. There's the ladder and the cradles and boat.
Are you calling those things cradles, Ned? It took me a while to figure out how they were actually holding the boat up.
Yeah, the diagonal struts actually go down along the side of the hull.
Yeah.
And
that's
the thing is sort of sitting in a wooden sling.
Okay.
Yeah. But Susan, any comments areas that you're happy with or you'd like to go back to? Is Susan with us tonight? Maybe not. All right, we'll move on. All right, Sharon. Woo.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Like the yellow pants. Like the yellow pants.
Yeah. I had a little bit of a bright yellow. I'm like, he got these at the Gap, these pants. and Ned said something about your eyes need to go to the guy. I'm like, well, they're gonna go to these yellow pants.
I got it.
Right, absolutely.
They came out actually even more yellow right now. I'm looking at them, but whatever. They were cheap. He knew he was going to get paint on them, so he didn't want to, use really good paint.
There you go.
Yeah, when you're painting, you don't use good stuff.
No, they're pretty darn yellow. Yep.
Good. You've got this whole thing all works. The boat settles into these struts well and figure. I would say, Linda, Sharon, this just is a little bit distracting. It's a little too bright.
Yeah.
If you squint your eye and look at this, you kind of see all this, and then you go, "What's that thing over there?"
Yeah, that thing hanging out there.
Maybe darken it a little bit. But
yeah.
It's
got a little white line on. I think I forgot to put something on there. It was good. Yeah, it was a challenge.
Dry brush down here, right?
Yeah. Yep. Dry painted. Yeah, the paint had dried on the palette thing, so I'm like, well, I'm just slapping that on there.
That works perfectly. Yeah.
Great.
There you go. All right, good, Sharon. Hayden, wow.
I kept thinking that I needed to do a boat where he was in the middle of painting, and that works perfectly.
It does.
Oh, that's cool.
What a nice idea.
Yeah.
It's only because I didn't put down enough color the first time around.
You hit it perfectly. Yeah, that's great.
Where the paintbrush was.
Really nice.
Yeah, that works out really well.
It makes me believe. It makes me think, Hayden, that he's painting that side of the boat, and he has to go to the left side now.
Exactly. He just keeps moving down the board.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I had the same problem with my painting the boat. It's 2 different colors from side to side, but that was a great solution.
That came out well. Yeah, this is one of those. I used to have a phrase I used when I was teaching: mistakes make art. Sometimes, you make a mistake, and if you just look at it for a minute, maybe it works out in your favor.
Yeah, very creative. Very creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked for Bob Ross a lot, right?
Right. Yeah, and Hayden, nice job on all the rigging up here. They all make sense. That double line is what lifts this thing up and down, and this comes down, and that double line again pulls this strut up again or back again.
Oh, okay. Wow.
All works out.
Interesting.
Hayden, do you have a boat?
No, I don't know anything about it. And I found that ladder to really clutter the picture, so I left it out.
Fine, that's fine. I wouldn't even miss it.
Didn't even notice.
Yeah. Well, you understand this scene very well. Worked out very well.
I thought the ladder was supposed to be the challenge.
All right. And Barbara, she is not with us tonight, but I think she'll see the recording. This is
wow, she did a beautiful job with changing the perspective of the whole thing.
Yeah, the beach area is
wonderful.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And she's got these rocks in the foreground that you have to look over them to get to the beach, and then you get to the guy.
Wow.
And then the distance to the house and
she threw that
really cool.
way in the back. Good.
Oh, the rocks are cool.
Amazing. This is so amazing the way she changed this. Yeah, this is
A whole different feel.
complements the whole thing. I mean,
this feels like seaweed down here with the
It's fabulous.
Right.
The seaweed's fabulous.
Yeah. Nice.
Right, and he's got like X amount of time to get that thing fixed and out of there before the tide comes in.
Yeah, good. Barbara, nice job, and I hope you hear our comments when you listen to this. And then Judy.
Ha! Last but not least.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
The lines are back.
Nice.
That's Judy.
Right.
Very nice.
Wow.
I love the colors.
Right. So Judy, is that masking tape or is he tape measuring?
Actually, I think it was masking tape, but then I made it look like it was like he was measuring, because I should have made it white, but I wound up making it black. So he's measuring. Is that all right?
Okay.
Yeah. It works.
Great.
It works really well, Judy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like your
A
pen
lot
work.
of action and down here and all this, the sand and the shadows.
I could not see
so interesting.
what was under the boat. That was driving me crazy. Couldn't figure out where the boat ended and the shadow started.
It was hard, but you've got a nice thing by making him stand out here. And then you've got a nice job. This line of the house comes into here.
Yeah.
Which solves the problem of that hole,
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Good idea.
And I did use my ink pen because I was so frustrated with it and I kept telling myself to stop continuously because I overworked.
Well, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Really, I like your color, Judy. I think that it all works well. It's this understated color, but it all works together so well.
Yeah,
you have a lot of energy in this. You can feel the intensity, and yet the light, dull kind of color really works well. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. Yep, good.
Shabby looking boatyard.
The green
But
roof.
they usually do look like
They
that.
do look like that. Absolutely.
The green roof looks
rustic.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
Amazing.
before I totally end this, I'm going to take a quick look at my email with you. Now, how do I get to my email without and still sharing?
Share your email? I don't know.
How do I get out of this without losing everybody?
You're
Stop
just
sharing.
use the PowerPoint.
Can't you just
Bottom
minimize
green
the whole
button.
screen?
Bottom green button. Does that release you?
How do I minimize the PowerPoint?
Oh, minimize it. Huh?
Oh, there. Okay. Okay, I did something there. Okay, now just wait. Hold it. Get out of the way. Now, boom, boom. And just, are you still with me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking to see if Joan's email came through. NFL, no.
NFL.
Yeah. So she sent it to me, but it was on a video, which always takes a little bit longer to download. So I didn't get her piece into the critique. So I apologize for that. But stop sharing. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so well, thank you for a fun night. Good critique, and
Yeah.
I'll send out later tonight. I'll send out the information about our next painting, which we'll do on Monday morning.
Great.
All right.
Awesome. All right. Have a good night,
See
everybody.
everybody
As
later.
always,
Good night.
this is the fun part.
Bye.
Adios.
Good night.
Spread joy.
Good night.
Thank you again, Linda, for those Wyeth pieces. That was awesome.
Okay, good. Okay, thanks.